3:30 Eastern, right here on Fox Sports 1, and of course, streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
The Oakland A's boasted 7 stars in Tuesday's Midsummer Classic. Not to mention, they've entered Major League Baseball's second half with the best record in the game. However, while a large bulk of the credit is due to the guys who make the plays, a huge advantage is given to Oakland by their family. That's misspelled. Jay Onright has an explanation.
Just insane how their energy's so high.
Crazy, supportive, loud, extreme.
Definitely enthusiastic and definitely intimidating.
Endearingly crazy.
When you say Cameron Crazies, Bleacher Creatures, and the Dog Pound, you think famous sports fans, but another group is making their own name.
We're known to call ourselves the Fanily. That's F-A-N-I-L-Y.
Not to be confused with the 70s We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates. This Fanily represents the Oakland A's, more specifically, Section 149 in right field.
Hey, Hunter!
The group started organically. You start to notice the people that are out here for every game.
Some of the diehards include Anson Casaneras, who's been in right field since 2006. Will McNeil, who's been there since 2005. Drew Martin mimics A's great Raleigh Fingers. And Michelle Hall and George Leon became a couple through a love for the A's.
Kind of won me over with his love for the green and gold.
And all of a sudden, it just became like a little cluster of fans coming together. And that's how it kind of grew to the point where it is right now.
The group are season ticket holders. However, since the right field section is general admission, they have to save seats every game to keep the tradition going.
Every year, more fans started showing up, and then it all just became one big family.
What sets Oakland fans apart is that they're just a different breed.
You know, you get your crazy fans here, you get your crazy fans there. They're crazy in the ballpark, not outside the ballpark.
They definitely have more of that football feel to them.
The Fanily became known a couple of years ago during their playoff run with the Balfour Rage for former A's closer Grant Balfour and the Bernie dance inspired by the 80s movie Weekend at Bernie's. Now, although most of their rituals are done at the spur of the moment, there are some go-tos. Number one, if an A's player has 3 balls in the count, you've got to have a ball 4 chant. Number 2, each out is counted down and they expect their own team's right fielder to follow along.
Of course, me, I'm ADD as can be, so I always forget. And they're always yelling at me about, how many outs, Moss?
Number 3, every time the A's score, they get a song to accompany them back to the dugout. And number 4, there are drum beats for everything.
Come up with all of our own chants. We can try to come up with something that really fits each player.
For example, when Josh Reddick comes up to Careless Whisper by Wham, the right field crowd reacts. When Sean Doolittle comes out to Metallica, they react a little differently. And when Coco Crisp gets the party started with DJ Cool, you guessed it.
The only stadium in Major League Baseball, I think, that has such a, like, a soccer almost type of atmosphere.
They even make songs with their own twist for catcher Stephen Vogt, made famous by the U.S. men's national soccer team.
I believe in Stephen Vogt! I believe in Stephen Vogt! I believe in Stephen Vogt!
If I didn't play for the A's, they would definitely be probably the most annoying fans out there in the game, especially if you're playing right field.
It'd definitely be nerve-wracking.
Unless you're MLB veteran Jeff Francoeur, who played along with the group when he was with the Royals.
They're yelling out stuff like, hey, who's on your fantasy team? Or like, do you like bacon? He turns around and says, yeah, I love bacon. So we're like, you know what? We're gonna have a Bacon Tuesday.
Francoeur and the Fanily bonded over bacon, and the right fielder even gave the group a signed bat that said, keep making bacon, as well as a signed ball with $100 to buy more. You guessed it, bacon.
They're out there every day, whether it's a Monday night, Friday night, or a Wednesday matinee. I don't get how they still have jobs if they're out there for a Wednesday 1 o'clock game during the middle of the week.
I have a very flexible boss. I've only missed 2 all year, so I make about 79 games a year.
The fans better figure out how to miss work for the postseason. The A's are one of baseball's elite teams and could realistically win their first World Series since 1989.
I promise you it'll be the biggest party in the Bay Area. Oakland fans know how to party more than any other fan base in baseball. I promise you that.
They're true baseball fans. They're true A's fans. And we really do get some, you know, a good feeling from them, and they're part of what we're all about.
Let's go, Oakland! Let's go, Oakland!
Coming up, our experts explain why the upcoming season rests on the shoulders of one man for the number 15 team in our NFL countdown. Fox